5G is coming to LA, and the new cell towers that are needed to accommodate that are popping up all over the city.
Yes, but what does that mean for the people who have to live right next to them? Two on your sides, Kristine Lazar is here with a look at the potential risks of these towers.
And when I say right next to them, I mean literally right next to them. Now imagine waking up one day, looking out your window and seeing a cell tower just feet from your dining room. Some people prefer an ocean view or a view of city lights or maybe the mountains. But it's safe to say that almost no one would dream of a view like this.
And I thought, my God, what is that? It looked like science fiction from the 50s or something. It's enormous.
It is an AT&T 5G-capable cell tower across the street from an elementary school and right outside John Ireland's third-floor condo in Sherman Oaks.
Regardless of whether you like 5G or 4G or whatever G you like, it's absolutely the ugliest thing in the world, and it sits right outside our dining room window. In fact, I can see it from the couch, too.
A couch John and his neighbors gathered around one afternoon as they discussed ways to get rid of the tower. The city approved the cell tower back in August. AT&T will pay the city $787 a year to lease the space on an existing light pole.
There was no advance notice whatsoever. We saw them digging, and the next thing we know, there was this giant thing on the lamppost.
John's wife is a two-time cancer survivor.
And they put this monster out there, right next to where I sit at a dining room table, right next to the chair where I watch television.
The American Cancer Society says there is very little evidence to support the idea that cell phone towers can cause cancer. But there have been very few studies on the effects in humans from nearby cell phone towers and the risk of cancer. Dr. Josh Neiman, a neuroscientist at USC Keck School of Medicine, says the science isn't settled.
So there are some studies that say, yes, cell phones and cell towers can give some type of radio frequency which can induce some type of cancer, but there are also other studies that contradict that.
There haven't been any studies done on cell towers with 5G technology, only on 2 and 3G, and 5G is being touted as 100 times faster.
And so cells and tissue and the body reacts differently when you have different strengths.
5G is set to come to California by year's end, and the new technology requires that cell phone towers are closer together.
This is a good moment to remember that the science out there has already been tested on a lot of this stuff. The companies are actually forced to go through FCC regulations and testing to make sure that it's all safe. And there's a lot of effort to make sure that while we're bringing everything online, that we're doing it in as safe a way as possible.
But Joe Bellavia isn't convinced. An AT&T cell tower popped up right outside his Studio City apartment last month, 1 month after he signed a new lease.
I feel it's something that was imposed on some people without notice. I feel that if I was notified enough in advance, I probably wouldn't have renewed here.
In a statement to Two on Your Side, AT&T said that exposure to the general public from our small cell facilities is far below conservative FCC limits, and that we choose to build cell sites in areas that will best meet the needs and demands of our customers. John and his neighbors say they understand the need for new technology, but they don't want to wake up to this view every morning.
There's tons of other locations that they could put this in. And we've asked them to do that, to move it somewhere else.
Now, the cell phone companies don't have to alert the public or hold a hearing before they put these up. Two on Your Side reached out to AT&T, and they did agree to relocate the tower outside the Sherman Oaks condo complex. They haven't answered whether they will move the Studio City one as well. And now that you've seen these cell towers, you'll see them all over your neighborhood. I've been working on this story for about 2 months, and I see them everywhere now, so they're coming.
Well, and you say that the standards are well within the FCC guidelines?
Yes.
I'd be more comfortable with the CDC.
Yes.
The Centers for Disease Control. Yeah.
Well, because we know sometimes how that FCC, how that works.
Sure.
Right? They don't necessarily test it themselves first before they okay it. They take it. They take the word of a company that actually tests.
Well, everybody agrees more research needs to be done. Yeah. So hopefully that will happen.
We'll remember this report. Thank you, Kristine.
Yeah. Can Two on Your Side help you? Just email twoonyourside@cbs.com. Tell us your problem, or on social media, you can use the hashtag #TwoOnYourSide.